they say, good morning in every sale venture. And now we have the CEO of Innoventures, and he will talk about more about his adventures on this episode. May we welcome Mr. Jason Dela Rosa. Hi,
Hi.
Jason.
Hi, Coach Ayet.
Hi,
Good
hello.
morning.
Yes,
And
good morning talaga, no? So,
oo,
but us businessmen, we wanted to start our day with a good cup of coffee and as early as possible. If you are into basketball, sabi nga nila si Kobe Bryant, di ba? As early as before 6, nag-workout na siya. And we can also attest to that and validate his success naman in his career. And now that we have Jayson, siya ang Kobe ng ng Bounce Back Philippines. So we will be asking, and we are curious about how you started Innoventures. Can you tell us more about it?
well, actually, Innoventures or Innovative Impact Ventures, no? That's yung mahabang version niya. That's a corporate name. I actually just incorporated it last year, no? During the second year of the pandemic. But yung mga ventures that is under that, ever since before pa yan. So matagal na. So currently, last count namin nasa 34 brands and ventures that we're accelerating and incubating. Lalo na nung pandemic when kailangan talaga mag-digital, no? So gumawa talaga kami ng way to make sure that all of our ventures under that group are pandemic proof. Yun nga yung sinasabi nila.
Yes.
That's why resilience and preparation, yun na natutunan ko, no, while running Bounce Back PH.
Oh, that's nice. And you have a lot of in your community. How many nga do you have in Bounce Back Philippines altogether?
Well, dun sa official group, there's around 68,000 more or less.
Wow.
But there are a lot of subgroups and
Right.
pages. So I lost count already.
Okay.
Honestly.
But the official group is Facebook page. Can you name it?
Well, just search Bounce Back PH official.
Okay, so
that's the group. That's the main group. Yes.
Alrighty. So this group is managed by the community itself, no? So, like being a manager in an organization, you don't have to be everywhere. You have to keep your community breathing, and that was discussed previously with Louis Baardi and team of PC agency. And I like how Jayson did this during the time of pandemic because, it kind of gave hope to everybody. When people are asking for PPE, it's there, it's within reach. And how exciting it is. Kahit ako, sumasagot ako. Sumasagot ako how I can help. And it really paved the way to reaching many people all over the Philippines or probably even abroad, no? Do you have that experience as well? Na they reach out to you?
Yeah, we have a lot of OFW members as well. In fact, meron kaming Bounce Back OFW group, no? So yung mga gustong magtumulong nung pandemic, nung height ng pandemic. Yeah, we have a lot of Filipinos in other countries.
So you guys help put people together during this adversity. Yan, galing, ang galing. More into Inno, ayan, can we,
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm sure there are a lot of challenges given that you are also probably as an arranger, sabi nga ni Coach Ron Magsalin, you need to know your strengths. And based from my assessment, parang feeling ko merong arranger talent team itong si Jayson. You have a lot of communities that you guys manage. I'm sure you're with a team. And you also have a lot of ventures. Is it okay to speak of those ventures isa-isa or probably just give us an idea of the description for each?
Okay. Medyo marami-rami siya, but I can sort of talk about the different industries we're in, no, and give samples of each. A lot of our ventures are into e-commerce, no? So isa na dyan yung Warehouse Club. We also have Kita, yung
Kita, oo. I ordered there.
So farm to community. Farm to community ang sinasabi namin, no? Farm to community. And then of course we have esports. esports is we have Fanatic, Fanatic Live. We're running one of the biggest projects we have this year, yung Net 25 ML tournament, and
Wow.
we're also running the ML tournament for Lazada Philippines. Yan.
Cool. Yung mga ano
Eh,
pa, no? Gen Z.
mga Gen Z.
Di
Pero
ba?
yeah, I let them run it. Hindi ko na masyadong alam mo naman tayo.
Right.
Well, there's also e-health industry. So
Mm-mm.
we have MedicServe, which we do telemedicine. No? So over the course of the pandemic, we were able to do over 200,000 teleconsultations to our
Amazing. And this is all over the Phils or meron ding mga ano? Okay.
Philippines,
All
siya,
right. Okay.
Philippines. And ano siya, so telemedicine platform.
Mm-mm.
We also have the hospital information system, yung EMR. EMR is the electronic medical record. Our goal is to have electronic medical record for every Filipino. Kasi yan ang kulang sa atin, no?
Tama. Right.
Ang
Access to
isang,
medical health.
yes.
Especially now it's COVID.
And data. Kasi pagka ang Pilipino pupunta sa doktor, hindi alam yung history, no?
Yeah. Especially for changing doctors.
Yes, we're changing
They don't
doctors.
connect to each other.
Oo, hindi alam kung ano na ba yung mga bakuna, hindi alam kung ano na ba yung past history. So we want to put that together. That's our goal. And of course, there's e-learning. What we're doing now is e-learning. So we're doing a lot of that, those things. So those are the different industries that we're in. So
amazing.
If you want to know more about it, just go to innoventuresgroup.com.
Okay, so that's the website. And then if they want to venture and sumama sa adventure ninyo, they can call and access that site. That's great, actually. And in times of, as of now, right, we are being agile to everything. Like we cater to every needs, and we make sure that it is given the fastest way possible. And as long as may internet at Wi-Fi.
Yes, correct. Digital.
It's nice. So I'm sure dun sa variety of the industries that you guys cover, there are also challenges. What is the main or biggest challenge that you encountered? And probably give us also the solution or the things that you did to overcome it.
Okay, so well, being in a group that is doing a lot of things, no, ang daming verticals, no, in the group. Siyempre, it's very difficult to prioritize, no. It's very difficult to allocate resources. Minsan, there's a venture that needs capital, needs money, so you have to put resources there, no. But what is very important na inaano namin is you don't really have to manage time, no, kasi alam mo ang oras ng tao, mahirap talaga i-manage yan kasi pagka if you have your time fixed in a day, a lot of other things come in na unexpected, no, parang distractions. And sometimes yung mga ibang ginagawa mo or other ventures that you're doing, biglang there's something that needs your attention, bigla. Kasi that so many unexpected things in a day. I'm sure you know that, no? Hindi siya if you plan your day, hindi siya eksakto nangyayari. Minsan nga.
Hindi siya routine. There's no such thing as routine.
No such thing. Because your wife will say, grocery tayo. Ako, wala, siyempre, boss mo ang wife mo, di ba? Tama.
Nakaka-happy kaya yun. Distraction, that's a good distraction actually.
Oo.
Diba, you to go out. Tama naman.
Yes. So I talked to the team. Sabi ko, I train you to become entrepreneurs. No, I train you to become. I don't want you to become robots. Now you just follow certain routines. You whatever task that is nakalagay dun sa task list natin. So sundan mo na lang isa-isa. Tapos check this, check. Tapos sabi ko, I want to train you like entrepreneurs. Na you're very flexible during the day. You adapt to every situation that comes. No, you manage your priorities instead of your time. Kasi ang oras is a resource that none of us can handle. Right. None of us can control.
Correct. Time waits for no one.
Yeah. So I tell them, at the back of your head, you know all your priorities, you know your targets. So when something unexpected comes, you know how to decide. Should I do this first? Should I put this in the back burner? Kasi this is more important, this is more urgent. So
Right.
yung priorities mo, i-manage mo based on, your gut feel, kung yung client ba, ito bang mas urgent tong client na i-service, no? So ganun yung how I manage, how I train the guys in Innoventures. Kasi if you train them to become robots, no, na
Sayang naman ang talents nila.
sayang ang talent nila. Oo.
Parang before, may I cut you there. When I was still with employment, kasi nag-employ. Alam ko, hindi ka, never ka nag-employment eh. Ikaw nagpo-provide ng employment. And that's good, diba? Sinabi ko yan dun sa boss ko, sabi niya sa akin, parang kailangan, parang dahil lagi mo naman akong parang ginagundown ko daw yung mga ideas niya, etc. Medyo ako strong if I have a valid point, I really stand my ground. And then he said, bakit nasa employment ka pa? Parang hindi ka naman sumusunod sa akin. Sabi ko, sayang naman ang talent kung pwede naman ako makakontribute. So pero that hits home to me na hindi ako sumusunod, and yun nga parang there are a lot of ideas that I want to burn, but probably may hinahanap kasi siyang timing at right people for them to listen to my ideas. And I like what you said when you say you have a guide, but you don't have to stick to the guide like as is. You have to also give your insights. And speaking of being an entrepreneur, I know that, and because I've read your book as well, I know that you are launching a new cover for Entrepreneur. Can you show us that book and let us know where we can buy? Is it available in national?
No, I wanted to make everything digital kasi e-commerce and everything.
Of course.
So this is the old book cover. There are no more copies available with this. Inubos ni Ateneo.
Oh, congratulations doon, Nasa part na siya ng entrepreneurship. Sa
MBA.
masters pa to?
Sa graduate school. Sa graduate school.
That's
So the revised version is coming out this April, which is designed by passionate creators.
Great. Congrats, guys.
Thank you, guys. So very soon, si passionate creators pala will be handling my digital marketing and social media.
Cool. You know what? I've experienced them too, and they're really awesome. These kids, I would say, no, medyo younger sila sa akin. Sobrang their insights are out of this world. Para sa akin na, for somebody who's not creative, I'm more on the technical side of things kasi. They give me insights na sabi ko, okay, hindi na ako pupunta dyan kasi ito na yung what I am good as of the moment. So, hindi naman dahil we refuse to learn. We actually continuously learn, but if it's not your core competency, for me, time is gold. So, give it to the guys who can do it better than me. So, yun. Thank you for letting us know that it's launching this April. And do we also go to your website for the book, or is it found in Bounce Back also?
I have this page na, of course, passionate creators din it's Jason Dela Rosa, the page.
Okay, all right.
So
yeah,
they can get that. They can get it there. Can get it there.
All right. And that's also good because sabi mo nga, out of the many things that you do, you compartmentalize so that you can also still see if it's improving or if there is something that needs immediate attention. It's really easy to pinpoint. And for us entrepreneurs, it's better, di ba? As part of CEO Insights Asia, we also always learn new things from each other as business owners or partners of a venture. It's really it's a good way to actually improve and scale if you document all your successes.
Correct.
And with regard to partnerships, just give us a ballpark of how many partnerships do you have out there? Kahit hindi naman lahat. Yung mga siguro mga out of the country, narinig kita kapag metaverse eh. Can you expound on that, Jason?
Yeah, so we have yun yung nakalimutan ko yung mention, no? We have a metaverse project right now. So it's called the Arc of Dreams under Innoventures. So it's an NFT game. If you're familiar with NFTs, if you're familiar with
Yung ba yung may mga paintings that you can buy?
you can buy. Oh, that's one. That's
Ganun,
one.
okay. Part of
Oo.
it.
Pero ang ginawa ko, no, since na Innoventures Group is an ecosystem, no, it's the ventures help out each other, no. That's what yan yung ginawa kong way to to support all the ventures.
Same. Oo.
So may mga shared resources ka and everything. No? So what I did was yung Arc of Dreams, finuse ko with e-commerce, finuse ko with e-learning para matulungan yung ibang ventures. Tapos yung NFT mo, kunyari yung artwork mo, it has utility ang tawag doon, no? So for example, if you own the NFT of a brand, no? Sabihin na natin, meron din kaming food and beverage business which is yung, let's say, Frito King, for example. If you own the limited edition Frito King artwork or NFT, you get a lifetime discount, for example. Sa Frito King, no? So meron siyang use yung NFT, hindi lang siya parang pagbili mo ng NFT, artwork lang siya.
Right, so it's moving, kumbaga. Okay.
You power it up, no? With
yun pala yun.
Cheers.
Medyo na ako, backdated na ako, pero ganun pala yun. So
yes.
It's nice pala to learn also. With regard to what you mentioned, yung mga NFTs, etc. I like it that you say that it's an ecosystem. Ito lagi ko naririnig yan sa CEO Insights Asia. It has to breathe on its own, but at the same time, it has to also be interrelational to other things so that it will sustain and probably make it stable as well. Over time, how do you see yourself? I'm curious about ayoko nang sabing routine, pero yung what's in a day of Jayson, kasi there's a lot of things to look after too, di ba? Do you still have some time for, to chill? Parang, meron pa bang ganon?
Well, actually, if you ask the people that work with me, work for me, they know that I'm just chill talaga. I mean, I'm not stressed. Even if I'm handling so many things, and there's my secret is really, I'm grounded sa spiritual life ko.
Okay. So it's it has to be. It has to.
Yes. Kasi when you are grounded sa spiritual, siya yung lahat ng mga decision making mo galing dun sa scriptures. And you're able to say manage, for example, hindi ko na gagawin to kasi hindi naman to importante. Wala naman tong value na maano sa buhay ko. Parang ganun. So you have to manage, or yung values ang unahin mo bago yung tasks. What brings you value first in a day? Unahin mo lahat yun. Tsaka mo insert lahat ng tasks that bring results. No? Dahil pag inuna mo yung mga values mo, then you feel more refreshed, you feel more parang, hindi ako stressed. And then
you're with a purpose.
Yes, And then tsaka mo, kasi ginagawa ng ibang tao kasi pagising sa umaga, task list ka agad. Checklist ka agad. Checklist ka agad. Okay, this is my to-do list. Tak, 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 tak. But if you do it that way kasi mas stress ka kasi you're trying to go after certain tasks na kailangan mong tapusin, no? Pero ang gagawin mo muna is unahin mo muna is okay, the things that bring me value is I have to first attune myself to God, for example. So I have to meditate on the scriptures first. Then I have to make sure I schedule the family study or family Bible worship, parang ganon. And then, okay, may oras ako during the day, insert ko yung mga tasks. Okay, insert. Hindi yung I insert all my tasks, tapos biglang teka, saan ko sisingit yung meditation ko ng Bible? Saan ko sisingit
Takot
yung...
ka na. Hindi ka
Oo,
na makakapag-pray, tulog ka na.
oo. So, kunyari, what brings you value is I go to the grocery with my wife. Unahin mo na yon, pasok mo
Quality
na
time.
siya.
Yeah,
Oo, kasi you have to live first before you work.
tama naman.
You know?
With work, tama, tama.
Oo, so you don't live to work.
Oo.
You live to live.
Oo. Tama, tama. And then, tsaka, you are right in saying that you don't live by yourself naman eh.
Yeah.
And we need people around us to sustain everything. Our health, mental, physical, for us to keep running the businesses, we need people. And usually these people, we also need to sustain them and their families. Diba? Imagine if how many ventures you handle. And then those people, kahit single, they have families as well, diba? And when I like it when you say na you should know your priorities. And it's not because of our age, diba? But it's really more of what's your purpose? What matters to you?
Yes, what matters most.
And then every time that we do that, I think you give purpose to yourself and to the people around you. By then, that's why I ask, because I want people to know what makes Jayson successful is because he prioritizes well. And because he puts meditation first and foremost, and then family, and then work. It's not because you give least priority to your work, but you know the priority that in order for things to work, it is because of the people around you.
Yeah.
Ang ganda, parang let.
Tsaka you make sure that you are not running after somebody else's dreams. No? Once you do that kasi, stress ka talaga. Kasi parang if you want to be Coach Ayet and you try to follow her footsteps, tapos hindi mo kaya pala, you're parang nakikita
You feel
mo
bad. You feel bad about, alam mo, kayahan ko, parang ganon.
Oo. So when you, kasi nakikita mo sa social media, bakit tong colleague ko biglang may $1 billion valuation na siya, itong friend ko naman, bakit may Ferrari itong friend ko? So naapektuhan tayo ng social media, which is dapat gawin natin pag open ng Facebook, wag na nating, let's
quiet the noise, no?
and then just meditate on ano ba talaga ang gusto ko sa buhay. Gusto ko lang naman tahimik ang buhay. Gusto ko lang naman stress-free, which is I'm living now. It's more stress-free. Para pag may problema na dumating, I know how to handle it. Kasi problema ko yun, no? Hindi problema ng iba. It's not a problem that came from a dream of others.
Right.
No? So I know how to tackle it.
Right. And another point that I want to also give our listeners, and for those who are watching, kasi we're also in YouTube, is that don't depend your contingencies to other people. Kasi yun yung sinabi mong last, di ba, na it's your problem, it's my problem, not anybody else's. So even if it occurred, not self-inflict, it's still for you to resolve.
Yes.
So wala makaka-resolve nun. And I think spirituality is anchoring everything that we're talking about, because it anchors on values and the way we probably are known to other people, as say for example, as Jayson, he is equated to entrepreneurship, and Jayson is somebody who helps other people by doing what he advocates on. And that's siguro what you advocate in a nutshell is just to really help people, no? You cannot sit still, Jayson.
Well, that's one of the things kasi that bring value to my life. No?
Right.
That's why I prioritize that too, with family, with God, ganon. Before everything else, parang ganon.
Yes.
And even the people that work with me in the companies, I prioritize them, no? So if this will make you learn, okay, let's do it, parang ganon.
Right.
Ganon siya. And problems naman, alam mo naman, Coach Ayet. It's not nothing. There's no problem that cannot be solved. But
Yes.
you just have to find the root of the problem all the time. Kasi a lot of people, they focus on the immediate problem and they solve it. Tapos babalik na naman, magre-recur naman
Mm-mm.
ulit. No?
Mm-mm.
So I wrote in my book na, you have every failure or every problem always has a pattern. No?
Yeah.
Etong pattern na to, ikaw lang nakakaalam yan. No? Na pag hindi ka marunong gumising ng maaga sa umaga, may root yan. No? Nag,
Get ka.
nagpupuyat
Oo.
ka or nanonood ka Netflix, ganon.
Ay,
So
nako.
how do you solve that
Yes.
pattern? No, hindi yung parang one day you solve a problem na nag-alarm clock ka, tapos nagising ka pero antok na antok ka pa rin, no?
You're not happy with the
Oo.
resolution. Tama.
Oo. So ang gagawin mo, you find your pattern. Ano ba pattern ko? Ever since bata ako up to now, ganun pa rin, pabalik-balik pa rin ang problema, ganun pa rin, same thing over, and a lot of people experience that.
Mm-hmm.
No? So, hanapin mo yung root, tapos yun ang i-diagnose mo, yun ang i-solve mo, and replace it with a good habit. Tapos, yun, masosolve na yung recurrence ng mga problema mo. Parang
I'm happy that we're having this conversation. I am so attuned to what you're saying. We were both arrangers, sabi nga nila sa Gallup Strengths. And I like it when you look at the problem entirely. Yung end-to-end. Yung hindi lang siya dahil at this point, okay, I can pinpoint that problem. But it's just a phase pala. That's why you're not resolving the problem. It'll recur in the future. Maganda yung the part of you that you are composed even if you're doing a lot of things kasi it allows you to really digest what is going on, how will you properly hindi naman diagnose and how to finally resolve so that the issue or the concern will not recur. And I'm sure, given that Jayson is here with us, and I'm sure some of you probably this is already something that's normal that you see him everywhere in social media. But for our friends abroad, probably this is your first time seeing him. He is one of the people who I reached out to at the onset of pandemic because I've seen how he advocates helping people. It was in our episode in Coffee House Chat back then that Jayson also launched his book. Was that September 2020? Oh, what a coincidence, right? Perfect timing. And I hope that you are learning a lot. It's almost 30 minutes of conversation, but we're actually just mind melding with each other. If you want to learn more about what he has to say in life, at work, how to innovate, and to have many adventures in your life, go to innoventuresgroup.com. And then for Facebook, you just look him up in Bounce Back PH Official.
Yes.
And then for the book, if you want to get a copy, it's at Jason Dela Rosa.
Yeah, just search Jason Dela Rosa. You'll see me there.
All right. So we are also found in CEO Insights Asia, wherein I actually signed up as a mentee for Jayson. And guys, I'm learning a lot. So if you want, you can also look into what we are up to in CEO Insights Asia. It's also in the FB page. We meet every Tuesday for lessons with Pa. And hopefully I can also invite Florentino Hernandez here in the Secured and Happy Lifestyle podcast. Jayson, any learning or any other things that you want to impart our viewers and our listeners in this podcast?
Well, yun lang, a lot of things that we're reopening the economy already. So medyo the pandemic is, slowly coming to an end already. And we're all trying to recover and all that. You just give yourself time to refresh. It's okay not to keep winning, no? It's okay then to lose sometimes. It's okay na sometimes walang nangyayari. It happens to all of us. So you just don't look at the world as if that's the meaning of success. Kasi hindi mo alam kung what's behind that success. and hindi mo alam ano yung mga masasakit na bagay na hidden behind those success. So pinakamaganda yun. You just try to define yourself, define your own meaning, define your own purpose, and then follow that path. Give your time to refresh, hindi puro trabaho. Kasi nandito tayo sa mundo para mabuhay, hindi para magtrabaho. No? Nakita mo ng mga gitara ko sa likod ay may way of sometimes kasi hindi mo maiwasan, no? Napakadami nangyayari.
Right.
The way I let go of all of that, I just pick up one guitar at the back. I just play for a few minutes or 30 minutes and then
it recharge you. Tama ba?
Recharge. Tapos clean slate, 'di ba? Kasi and it boosts my creativity, no? Kasi when you play music, parang you create something out of nothing, 'di ba? And you're able to.
How young were you when you started playing the guitar?
I think around high school.
High school. Sabi nila, I'm not sure if this is validated. If you know music and if you know how to play an instrument, magaling ka sa math.
Hindi.
So you defy that. Okay, sige.
Ako.
Pattern flow, yun ni pattern.
Ako kasi hindi ako magaling sa math. So I flunked calculus like in Ateneo, but well, music kasi ang talagang ano niyan is creativity talaga.
Right.
It's the parang yung feeling mo, you're able to immortalize it through.
Yun, parang you are lost in that zone for a moment. Tama ba? Tama ba yung feeling? Ganon.
And I use that concept in business also. It's called jamming. Ang jamming kasi, ang jazz jamming. It's everybody comes together, the drummer, the bassist, the guitarist, the keyboardist. They come together without knowing what the song they're gonna play. Okay. No? Anong song ba ang tutugtog natin? So what usually happens? Kanya-kanya. Everyone is his own expert, no?
Wow, therapeutic ba?
Oo, so ang mangyayari is yung drummer will start with a beat.
Okay.
May beat yan. Tapos papasok si bassist, parang hindi niya alam kung, sige, jam lang tayo.
Ganun pala yun.
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos papakinggan ng guitarist. Okay. Tututugan. Tapos after a while of adapting to each other's music, biglang gagawa kayo ng isang buong song na improvised, na napakagandang jazz music. No? Okay. You're just listening to each other. So that's how I handle teams. No? It's jamming. Each one has its own expertise and strength.
Oo, ang ganda nun na. Ganda na analogy mo doon.
Oo. Then I listen to other people, no? Kung ano, and I adapt my skill to him until everyone is in harmony, everyone is creating results.
I like
beautiful
it.
Results.
Oo, no? Ang ganda. You know what? Another lesson that I have to review this and then have a summary for everybody kasi hindi ko alam na ganun ng jamming. I thought jamming is already playing a song that is already made. Sorry naman, guys. Ganun pala yun. And I think listening is napaka-basic, but it plays a huge part if you want put everybody together in a successful venture, di ba?
Complement each other's strengths. Kasi everybody knows the result.
Correct.
The result is good music. The result is a music that everybody will love, will enjoy. But everybody don't know what that is. But everybody parang ikaw hindi ka bassist. You cannot reach that result as a bassist. Alone, hindi mo kaya yun. You don't have the expertise, right?
Right.
So ganon siya. And that's how arrangers do it. Is saying arrangers. Harmony, harmony. Lalo na pag may vocalist na kasi the vocalist is gonna tie in together. That's like the manager or that's like the coach that the vocalist will just sing and complete the entire song. Walang ganon. So yan yung
deliver the output.
Deliver the output and the results. Parang
nice. Okay yun. Dito kasi sa office meron lang ako stand-up meeting. Kayo may jamming.
Oh,
Amazing.
jamming.
Great. Kasi I want to keep it fast and so I just make them stand and okay, what's the update? Etc.
Okay.
etc. But this is jamming. I told you, I can dance but I cannot play.
Well, ganun din ang dancing. Ganun din ang dancing.
Oo,
Diba?
actually. Free
When
flow.
two people,
Yeah.
when two people meet in a disco, disco na ko napaka 80s naman, but in a bar or something.
Okay lang yun. Oo, tama. Okay lang yan.
Two people meet, they dance, they don't know. Walang practice naman eh.
Pakiramdaman, no?
Oh,
Parang
yun.
okay yung beat niya.
Oh, ito, diba? Ganito yung moves, diba?
Oo. Ay, nako. Nako guys, longer pa to. But then, it is so nice to have Jayson early in the morning telling his what he does, how to be a successful businessman and a family man at the same time, how to be a friend for everyone, especially those na in need. So don't forget to tune in, especially look into what he has to offer, the insights that he placed in the book that he will be launching this April. And I hope that we will have another session, a jamming session with Jayson.
Of course,
Yeah,
anytime.
okay. So guys, I hope that you listen and you listened well. Jot down notes and you can play this on replay in YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you, Jayson or JDR.
Thank you,
for
Coach
making
Ayo.
time. All right.
I appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys and have a secured and happy lifestyle.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.